The Beehive Podcast with Richie B. We're chilling with the hustlers, we're chilling with the entertainers, and we're chilling with the entrepreneurs.
Boy.
Tra, you know what I like, ne? Before before Kitoma, I want us to toast, man. Whatever that you toast for, Rabelais or toast forward. No, come here. You're far.
Okay.
You're far.
No.
Yeah. Whatever that you toast for, Rabelais or toast forward. Let's toast for more money,
more life,
more sex,
and more prosperity.
More what again?
Hey, more love from God.
More love from God.
Yeah, may God bless us with everything that we wish for.
Yeah.
And in the hereafter, may He grant us the whole world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And more sex. Sex and Gasset.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. I know you could have been somewhere else doing some things, but you chose to be here with me. Mr. Danky, my baby. Danky, my hosh.
Hey! Jesus!
Thank you so much for joining me.
I'm grateful and honored, and it's a privilege for me to be here. To be meeting you finally.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes.
It's been a while. This guy.
Yes.
This guy.
Mr. Mtabela.
This guy, but shout out to him, Mtabela.
Yes, Mtabela.
Shout out to him, and we've been speaking, and he made it possible. Today you are here. And before I start, I believe that today is Sunday, and but Sunday. Hey,
kuwe siyamosha ngoba yazini banxilile.
Uthi Monday iseli?
Monday is holiday bafethu. Tuesday is not compulsory.
Wednesday
is Saturday.
Thursday
is Saturday.
Friday
is Saturday.
Saturday
is Saturday.
Sunday.
Kuwe! Hey! Yes, batakiwe siyamosha. Lalnabo maSpringbok awinile.
Wait, and I heard my brother that you're from church today. And your religion. Normally, I don't ask people about the religion because I know it's sensitive, but you are. I heard that you are a Muslim now.
I am a Muslim, not now, but 24 years ago.
Oh.
Yes.
Come on. Let's start by praying using the Muslim language since, well, you are. Is it Arabic or is it a Muslim?
Yes, it's Arabic.
Let's pray.
And it is compulsory to recite in Arabic.
Yeah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. Amen.
Amen. In short, what did you say? No ring, but what's
God, the most merciful, the most gracious, Lord of the world.
Yeah.
Dear alone we worship.
Yeah.
Dear alone we put our trust. Dear alone we ask for help. Dear alone we ask for protection. On of the judgment day. Yena kuphela uye kufanele simshayele ngesiphongo phansi hayi omunye umuntu ngoba omunye umuntu ubuyela kuye.
Shayzala Brian.
Tra
aka Trouble. What is your Trouble, man? How did you get this name? Little John, Trouble.
Le kama le titra le tle ka mefuta ka mebalabala ka dinako.
Yeah.
And in all ages this name has been following me in so many times. Aka Trouble. Babangata ba shebileng ko gae, they saying here we go again. But now we're not going the very same road, but we're going on a different road.
Yeah.
On a TV level, on an entertainment level, on an educational level. Ke fitile ntho tse ngata. abuti ba bang ba ka se khutle.
That's why we're through your trouble.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying in all my songs ngeke ubuye. People don't understand why ngeke ubuye because never uye. So o tla khutla jwang saya. And la o ile o tla tholang. And o tla itholang o tla etsang. Because a se ba bangata ba yang ba khutle. Myako I wana o kena. Ona o khutle. So ba khutlileng, they are the chosen ones.
So when khutlile.
I won't say I'm the chosen one. But so I've been a troublemaker since the age of 18, if I still remember vividly. There are people out there now who are thinking, hey, this guy, he made it up until this far. God is great.
Why were this far? Can't you know by now?
In fact. Thinking I've died so many times. I've been through hell and heaven, up until like from earth, hell and heaven, back to earth, because it was into
what happened?
Hey man, it's into go the province in 9 South Africa. A lot has happened. Even outside South Africa, Mozambique, Zimbabwe. Hey, I've been through a lot of things. Swaziland, Lesotho, Botswana. Tra ki muthole o khotseng ko locationeng e le ngwana sharp.
Yeah.
Ha bona ba hlopheya, ha ba rich, ba twa khona tra ha bula bread bin o thola broad.
Yeah.
So, in fact, ha swele nix. Because ning me ha mo rekela teki o mo rekela eng, but hantle fele sing hore ba rich. So I never had a father. My father died when I was still a toddler.
Rest in peace, man.
So I grew up having a stepdad by the name of Petuel Mukhosinyana. I respect him even now. He's been there for my old lady even now. From a toddler size up until now, he's still there as a father figure.
Yeah.
So, yes, we have our up and downs.
Until
really bad, but the really no.
Yeah.
So, azanki di tropong or kilo utwa di koloi or eng because of mang nari maburu tlamelang kelo eng or mang haona broto ko ntlong. No, I have this love of cars.
Rata di koloi.
So, ko gae no gona le doctor. The first black doctor,
medical doctor or traditional doctor, physician, yeah.
Is so ba graduated ba le 10 le ena fela motho motso ko para so para kwana hospital.
Yeah.
So la reka koloi ya hae ya pele, if I can still remember, it was a 3-liter XLE but extra large engine. 3 liters tse le tsa gale di Ford.
Hey, plus wena o ka re o reta koloi.
Hey, yes. Hey, moto mina nayo.
Yeah.
Summer twins. So, by the way, I was never taught how to drive. I was never taught how to spin a car like spin a drag racer. Everything fella. Negishebella or was start or tlasha. Oh, tlasha so. Then, so it happened or malumaka Horace Gunene. Onasias kie.
The doctor.
Yes, the doctor. Nasa si honna, but nasias kie expecting or kulo ya khutla.
Not knowing or there is a trouble.
Oh, good God, lady. My Lord, Kosiam. So it happened. Every day I am 17.
Yeah.
Khutla kulo ya is gone. So one day I said, no, let me try this. Karke izama ya mpalla. So ka kopa ba kholang bona re ba ipushe ya tswa. I fitla go ntle ba ka start. So you have those kind of kids by following koloi ka morao ba mata morayo na around the strat. And I was beaten for that at some point because nyatsi ya gae e bone koloi fita and ena o re mosebetsing.
Nyatsi.
Yeah, nyatsi ya malume. So like a go tla mosebetsing ba re wena
malume le
o re mosebetsing mara o fitile mo. Fitile? Aya koloi le latelwa ke bana. So maluma butsisa thola ro.
Yeah.
So nesi malume ole ona le khopo. Ene le malume ole ona le rato mara le sa bontshing le sa spoiling.
Yeah.
So malome a re mon o start koloi re middle lens malome go driver re but run like a mod. So I start and then some, but that's where it all started. I driver. So malume, it happened at some point. He got married, and then he bought a house somewhere, Modi location.
Married to that Nyatsi or
no, to the wife.
Oh
now.
yes.
Hey, unkolele, hey, makoti, hey, yeah, so talking the baska movie. Got to get yes, maluma shata, then maluma tama ludla kai. So I lost track of driving and so on.
Yeah.
So when I got to standard 6, never standard 6, Orlando High, I met this guy, Barke Ernest Mkhozi, when I repeated standard for the first time.
Hey.
So in fact, when I see you in school, when I live to the Mara, all right, I got a wolf and a sheepskin.
Yeah.
Yes. So one day this guy got a free period narrator mapapale madais.
Yeah.
So next time madais. So angara shop madais. So nakia magalante kila shela madais unkachelet. So chicken licken. We had the first chicken licken so we to Orlando East.
Yeah.
By the name of Caroline Chicken Licken. So banabang habaja di kota. Ronan re chicken licken.
Got Chatamadais.
Yeah, Chatamadais. So one day ra chicken licken, rareka chicken licken, a super taxi. Nakutwa atropong le mwaka. But that day rale. Then after Ratewa ko poison, where there is an exchange, any taxi mo.
Yeah.
Ratewa, we walked about 10 meters. Then he walked. I am more vending a barki for 3 liter, 3,000 pet girls. Aye, cosa.
When?
Aye. Fitla ibulang karkya hai sta unlike sharken to the info. So there is this road barki petimbata onache sinalin to singata buriava. At that time it was called Shaft 17. It was a 2-lane.
Yeah.
One way up, one way down.
Yeah.
So we drove, we passed the Central One. Kana ko ne barke dog unit ne se Central ne barke dog unit ina di petse go lena linje arba fete na se fitlele pa ke mo skolong. Then we continued with our studies for the day. Later on a rekilo sia go ga ka re hey ke tla thola thupa and then I atsamaya. So una driver a drivela abuto mong barke twister.
So this car, where's this car?
Because la shop you go high. Ya baka tseba lori ke palami koloi tla ba mathata. Lori ke jadi chicken licken. Ke mathata. So this guy was working for another a big man who was called the Godfather.
Sure.
The Godfather was a counselor. Was about to be a counselor by that time. So Nana did the van at the case conditioning. So this guy Ernest Mkhozi was driving for that guy. So, ate mantsibuwa nyana ka mama 5. At 2005, ya di 50 rand. That's a car. That's a susang tele za gale za bo bota.
Yeah.
Are mona sora so. Kire man uska pa ka mo gae man. And chapis. Then he left. The following day I kopana go schoolong I'm for 2000.
Was that high school? Was high school bed?
Yeah, it's high school.
Yeah.
Standard 6. Kire 2000 ka etsa. So, ang career ko tropong Carlton Center, negina lo feta fela tsamaya le mwaka. So by then, I couldn't buy myself clothes.
Yeah.
Ki e tšhelete e ngata, khone sebedisa. 50 ranta no ka reka kolta tse 20, reke bo Tinkies, reke Kit Kat, reke no ka rekela batho ba 50 ka 50 rand. Aiwa, no bo khutla change.
So when you're a millionaire by then?
I was a millionaire by then. I was not a millionaire before now. I was famous before I was famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Batsi bango khai, batsi bo rama mela o le khala. Libat. So, anki se tropong areke di phahlo. So yena enele tse competang le do menier. O apara bo Tax of London, bo Lacoste, bo e.
Yeah.
Yeah, o apara the colors of the school, but not the uniform of the school.
The label.
The labels, you understand? Bo Tax, bo E, Edmond, bo yeah, you call them.
You name them.
Yeah. You call them. Yeah. So it happened hore habo papaka. Hona le tavern. So hona le tavern at an early ages. Hona le tavern le into hole. So papa no gona le tla bo abuti ba thubang di shop go tropong eng ka dikoloi tsa hae that moholo. So they came with diphahlo tse ngata. So after kon antola ke na le mme a re man kheta diphahlo bo Kruger bo Dickies bo Youngs.
Yeah.
And so ka choose thola some other things I don't have sizes. So a rutla khutla. I can't buy myself clothes.
Yeah.
So it's a haruta khutla. That's then ke khona nka Ernest ke ye ditropong ke reke ma khutla ke ra mkhulu. O fikile wa shiya. It started all like that. Or ke khona ithekela diphahlo. Ha ntse ba re he ke ra mkhulu. Bo Rosemola bo Porsche bo Cavella. Ska ba etsa nkare ntho tse ditlhao na tse gale di le teng ntho tse. Gale ntho tse di etsa. Yes, so it went on and on and on. Habari Mandela was at Tronkong. I think it was 1990. 1990. I think 1990 February 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I didn't know school. Hey!
What a great man that time.
Hey! Standard 6.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm good at school. It's number 1.
Yeah.
One. So what I didn't mention is I started school called Resh. Why? Because it was next street of mine. So when I go down to school,
Yeah.
so I did sub A, sub B, standard 1. So I've been doing the same thing. It's number one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
one. So yes. So by the time I start second drive.
Yeah. And
Then- Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So it happened one time, root up see you hola. And then the following day goes Kolonka Utor, no, your friend has passed away.
Oh, Ernest.
Yeah, Tunya Senesilla, Neba Tunya Yen.
Yo.
Bahuta Tropong, Batsamaka BMW. Power and Motor X 735. By Shwets, but Trokofets, and so on and so forth. So I lost.
So I'm laughing because of how you praise the BM.
Hey! There's no car for that. I'm a Palama big batch, Palama small batch,
Yeah.
medium batch, small batch.
Yeah.
Maramamel, Pavarin Motorex. So, got well up to by then. Got Kubegal school, Form 2, Form 3. Form 3! Hey, Kakubalim Shimanum Lena Chokofes Barki Shaga.
Yeah.
Shaga was good in buyers. Whether like a wheel cap, whether like a tape, whether like a yena no. Nana le buyer and twingeling, live in teaspoon. Yeah, anything that has to do with Kudikoloi or Regis. So many people thought to Shaga wa Utwa. Had this Shaga Utsu, Melaba Utsuang, but like when about the Barena, Buyer. So I met Shaga. And then there's this guy Barke Pap on Ataka Zimbabwe, so let's go South Africa. So Bab Onarata Hillbro. Hillbro at an early stage is really clean, not the Hillbro that we're looking at now.
Yeah.
So Ria Hillbro, Riakao Jaiva Hillbro, but at the end of the day, Shikok.
Yeah.
LNT Abayazi. I squaze Okala. I think the first car is like was a Toyota Stallion.
And I heard that you once stole more than 500,000 cars. Is it true?
Not 500,000 cars, actually, but
Or 5,000 cars.
I'm saying 5,000 cars, but it's plus. It's plus.
Oh, not
Because-
500,000.
Because if
5,000.
Mercedes Faga 2 every night, you can check for yourself.
For how
and
long?
say,
For how long have you been in the game?
I'm 50 years old now.
50 years old.
Yes,
And you started
I've been stealing for about 35 years.
every day you steal 2 cars.
Not 2 cars.
More than-
You can plus, but now let us just say 2. There's hijacks. There's
Well,
there's
just like it's
there's
been months for like what? Let me say 2 times
Kakwedi State.
times 72 months ke 5 years, ne?
Yes.
So meaning in 5 years no khono hutsa koloi tse more than 144.
You understand? And it's more than that. Because we used to go to town Like it was a game by then, not now.
No. How much were you making just to steal a car?
Nothing, because the parent discuss. Not everyone knew about cars. Even when how man mafetum golf mara kya bereka kalpatala 1,000 luna cars like now aki utwela about golf is about 15,000.
Golf. Which golf?
The golf one.
Oh,
they say it's about 15,000.
Yeah.
But by then, not nearly 1,000 rand, 500 rand. Nearly billion roof for the king nka. So it was a game, Hurula. And it was not about apartheid khutlisa ing. No, runa fela no limnati. Fela ore, la utsa.
Join there.
Yo. How excited to next out lantle. Yar.
Stealing a car, where do you take it? You want to buy it or you just steal it?
No, just steal it. In the name of stealing. There's this factory by Bitang, Still and More. There's this company that I worked for.
Yeah.
About 35 years. The name of the company is Still and More. Listen to the name. Still and More. Kidi Tsipi, Rawutwa and More. That company is not taxed by SARS. That company doesn't have benefits.
Yeah.
That company doesn't have back pays. In fact, bonus every day. Salara, ra wages are tibi. Why is that?
When?
So everywhere, no more because by then na haki utwa dikoloi. But baba tsune batlopi. Not now. Now but palamadi. SS. Yes. What?
Oh,
over now.
No, Balungu.
No, because Abalungu, they were the people who had everything. So you can imagine.
Yeah.
We would go steal. I never Rauta fell in the name of Wutswing. Hey man. Hey! Kosam, hey! Kufuga madlozi ukuthi ngeke sayenza lento sesikhulile sesihambele inyawo. Some of the people at home or in the streets or in other podcasts, they feel I'm glorifying crime. So
people are saying you're promoting.
I'm glorifying crime. Yeah. And I'm always saying, by then it was good, not now. How many people bailing mabitleng? Kipatile by kai. How many of them bailing the crippled kajeno?
Because of you.
Not because of me, because of crime.
Crime, yeah.
Understand? How many? Because of drugs.
People were crippled now. Have you ever took a life? Yes, someone trying to steal, hijacking.
No. I was smart.
Yeah.
I was always smart. Even when stealing, I was smart, because the dangerous part is stealing, not hijacking. Hijacking is all super gas tuner. I don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
You just have to listen to me. But stealing, when I was so it's risky stealing than hijacking. Because hijacking, I'm gonna be the commander.
Yeah.
So I think, guys,
and they're saying you're promoting Ndwena.
They're saying I'm glorifying crime in my podcast. I'm encouraging people to go there. Like, I'm asking myself, how many times have I been shot at? Yes, maybe I've got something like 40 shots in my body.
40?
Yes. Because in our time, powers, daycares.
Yeah.
But baba hol balikalang len naba pilang ba shebileng ba tseba or daycares ke mang ba tseba or powers ke mang ke le burule halu matisa o driver koloi o tseng lo matisa halu thunya le thunyi tlhogo di thunya loto le tloa go accelerating now betsa loto le tloa go accelerating koloi tla ema a o sa tla hata accelerate ha ke ro biditse ba bangata ke di cripple or our better spinal cord. So no yana the way did dangerous ka teng thotse ba o thuba tlo o rutswitsa o utsa ba batlotse ba o kenya R5 ba o betsa dilansi di ekwa melo ekwa.
So whenever o thunya o le karakoloi.
Yeah, o le karakoloi. Sometimes mota a tsamaelwe na so le fitlhe le burutsa maelwe na so le re pull over ure wa hlanya ura wa change a bit so at some point ulampitsa ya kena mo ya tswa mo ya kena mo ya tswa. I think he was an expert and thunya matswa I took ka hlola lo tshwara steering
accident.
Yeah, and then the car had to stop. So I had so many cases. But or I had so many cases. But other cases, complainer, I as I attend, you get acquitted. I suspended. It's not during the process. But what I would say, ungazenza uzenze ingalo yomthetho yinde.
Yeah.
Udietse mara letsola mlao lilitelle.
Last time about tshwarelang. First time about or last time about tshwara about gweba o fetja is petrol sa gago. What was it for?
And I paid. For how long? And I paid very hard. Because I was caught for diamonds.
Oh.
We did a robbery in Northwest Swasreinek. And then we were caught nearly 60 by 2 by Jafasi, by 4 by Chwariwa in different angles. And then private part, Ibatileki lose.
How?
Because of crime. You know how? Mabura di plasi it's an tshwara a hlokomeziwa haholo a tshwarwe dipo a bolaiwe a entswe eng.
Yeah.
So it's a naba tshwara because na ke tshwere somewhere o mongwe tshwere somewhere but ko re ra tswa koloing ra spread.
Oh yeah.
So it's a naba tshwara bankenya rekereng weso mo private party
mo Main Street.
No, not mo Main, mo private PAs.
Yeah.
So mabang file rekere kwa yini this rekere iloki yangena awuyizwa wena and plus angithi masisiyo actors thanda uthatha iplug yabo udriver feta shine nipnyana masisi yabangena. So mangise police station ngilongihleli ngaphathwa umchamo mamela ngichame hayi umchamo khona la ungadluli khona and because so zile mruto so batla plek ya utso.
Yeah.
So I screamed and then I knocked at the door. I was alone on the cell. Police came and then when they came I said to them, hey man, guys, road. So, then they took me to a hospital, nearby hospital. I went to the hospital, the nurse had then bankas some scissor, then they cut off that rubber area.
When I know
because so clear, there's something here.
Oh.
Then by cut, it's a by cutter.
Spreading.
And then these nurses and doctors, they encouraged me to open a case
against the police.
And by the time Naki Mukana, Akibon Lubon.
Why will Mukana?
Kibiditwegati Tunya Gabona Lurkiboma.
Oh yeah.
So now when you got to court, first appearance, magistrate Raymond, accused number 3, that was me. What's going on? Where's Alangawen? Then I explained to Raymond, Kishapi, Kanakwe, I came mourning myself. Marakibutima, Marakim Then Garaman Kishapi, Arkibomang. God, no, I won't say Kibomang, I don't know those people. But whoever or na unswear, whatever which I think. So he said he called an officer to open a case.
Yeah.
For the people who arrested
you.
So now, the people who arrested me, they don't want to appear in court because they are scared of the case that has been opened. There's no one who's saying he arrested me.
So
we tried for 7 years.
Inside?
We tried for 7 years in different locations. The other one, Uko Kimberley, the other one, Uko Hopstad, the other one, Uko Odendal, the other one, Uko Potchefstroom prison. Until we got an advocate ra bua le yona hore batswadi ba rona ba sokola ba tloa go Gauteng ba fitla mo ba re kwa visit quest so he talked to the court gore ba re se tronko e one. So the tronko enele pila Gauteng enele Potchefstroom.
Yeah.
So by then there were guys who came from Vereeniging. Those guys ne ba tshwaretse case tse ngata. So those guys ha ba fitla ba thola hore nna ke tshwereng tronko. Ha ke re ke tshwere tronko, meaning I had no visitation.
Yeah.
Ko gaya ba khone.
Haona pesuku, nothing.
Akuna pesuku.
So
no, you'll survive because ko tronko wa phaka mdose, wa phaka lunch.
Okay.
Wa thola kalkop, which is a part of some kind of a bread.
Yeah.
So, but there's a friend of mine who died. He's passed away now. He was a drug dealer by then. And he said the drugs.
Inside.
Ko trial. Adi kenya ko ditlhakong mole. Wa bona ntsha sole di kenya. So go visit o kena ditlhako. So o kena ditlhako di kena di drugs. So I smuggled drugs. So amen.
So how do you take the money out of the jail?
No, everything is simple. Because re tlanka lamba ina le label e kwetsweng re tlhaka label re kenya tšhelete ra roka. Go visit a kere ke file ponisa hore le fe wena mole. Ponisa ntho e tswang ba wa re ka yona, ba wa re ka e kena.
Oh yeah.
Le kenang re 50 aka see me 1 hour ka tsaka. It's just say pa and out, pa and out. And this is 50 and 250.
Wow.
So we tried. When I was 3 years got trial, boa butbak bonka bona ba ko frenageng ba ne ba tshwere. Ba itsa ba kena ka case tsa bona ba botsa re mfetere patrona ba tlo tshaba re tshwere. So ka re lena
escape
lena ba tlo tshaba. But so how do what's alarm? No, but ba lona ba le bitsa go visit. E ring ba kenya bitso la ka Clalbons. Then I showed them the way.
Oh, because when I was na besu.
Yeah, and I was always 3 years. So visit not that I don't have it at all, but visit comes once in 6 months. Or hari go court. And go court hari le January but remindela July. Hari le July but remindela December. For 7 years. December, July, December. Let's fella July. We attended court twice a year. So you can imagine ha batla ka dikip tse ka acha rona no sa tle pakete nyane ka no tla pakete ya acha. And before that, head of prison on asai came into a jigsanto tsa rona. So we wrote to Pretoria High Court to a high judge atla mola tlo botsa mathata di bochwa a tlhalosa rona re khutla Gauteng, and if you bring me acha e kana ile re tlo khutla after 6 months. Why not drinking anything baguette? So right. Sometimes what do you call the roll on, say 6 or say 12.
Yeah.
And then head of prison back in say 2.
But yeah, the rest.
Yeah, the rest no, but chigis. So judge said no, mamela. But you have to give them whatever they want. They are trials, these people. They are not sentence people. So you cannot
find you guilty.
Yeah, so they have the right. And then Kamo Tronko because now the prison is getting drunk because of drugs. People are smoking now.
Yeah,
drug it piece pela drug it to
so spanal maphorisa
mawada ona a safe. Kitlabulela neti mawada ko ola nako not west safe. So it happened we went to the visit for the first time with these guys. The second time Babona. So there was this guy Baraki Bafana Wapila. I think he's somewhere.
Still inside or outside?
No, he's outside. This guy was a number 1 Yama Ref 3. Ref 3 ki batho ba baleang ko tronko. So that guy ona khono it's a skier. Sa bula miaka tronko. So he did that. Ka wayara le scoop sa 25 liter le okape a chisa ibile nna ntsa etsa ntwe ke ra o a hlanya. Hey ka bula tronko bsiu yo. Hey yo. Kar jwale the rest of the cell abatsi bo re tsala mo. A ke re nka ra chima mo le mo toilet. A ta re chimi go buliwa tronko se ibutse, but now there's this lock e re sa khone go e bula. Otherwise, we would have gotten out there and there. So, as I key Baraska double lock. There's a first lock, there's a double lock.
Oh, yeah.
So, saying Mabut Hatro Bula. Haba Babita double lock. Haba Babita double lock is a single lock. But no, man, something is wrong here. I'm how many years in this prison? Something is wrong here. So they went to the reception.
Yeah.
They went to records. They checked all of us. Then they found out this guy has been escaping so many times and is selling A. So something is wrong.
Maybe he's trying to. Yeah.
So about Arohanya, it's the day vele tlamele ko visit Retsabe ka yona.
It's
In our plan, Shabar Arohanya today, the following day, I repeat a visit. So we had no communication. By now, there are cell phones in prison. Babang bare, wari pimpa. Le minister wa correctional service wa tseba na di cell phone go tronkong ke le pimpa jwang ya wa tseba ra phone lana. Imhlomulo le yena wa phone lana baba. So there are phones in prison.
There are chargers. There are more charge you on more prison.
There are TVs in prison. There are frying pans in prison.
Can I have this thing, your charging point?
There are chargers. There's everything in prison.
Come on.
Except fella keke ayi. I'm sorry. Maria Munaitin keke. Yeah, by Rekisa. Mang, ukasikhutli. What? Yes, says. Yo. Ngasho ngajuluka. Yo, ngeke ngayenze i-clip ngelinye ilanga. Ngicela ukunikhipha nje kancane. Ngeke ngayenze i-clip ngelinye ilanga. I was talking to the guys. Batsubang nyaupe ba hulang di trolley ising baba basotho ne.
Yeah.
Ona le baba locationing se ba ineletse mo di policing eng ba utswa dintho tsa batho, then they go to prison. So I was saying, hey guys, you die in a second. Go to section ibile batla o kwala ka kobo batla o ja o nyele. So some people like ba meet mo strateng ba ro tseba jwang gore batla o ja o nyele ke re mamela.
Yeah.
These things happen. But well, if you think so, it's fine.
Oh,
but it happens. Let me say this. Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then you get these three guys, bona vele ke rapists ya ntho ya bona ya dumela le nomoro ya bona ya dumela bona ka bo bona le mentality ya bona ba bang ba kenetse di rape vele ha ba sheba le monno mong then they become, I don't know. So, ba plana ka wena. Ba yetsa ntho yo pilaka. What would I do? Ke kena kae? Akbatlushwa le nna as long ba sa itse kon no ntlhaloganya. So wa di bona ntho tseo. A di etsa le kontle o le ka moha. No, they happen here in the cell. Remember in the cell we are 110. So there's 48 beds. 24 under, 24 up. We are 110. Some are sleeping in the patches, some are sleeping in the toilet, some are sleeping in the shower. Kukwele. Kufakta pesinyi futu sinyonga uzusipot. Ngapha kudlala umbhaqanga, ngapha kudlala imovie yama China, ngapha kudlala ipiano, ngapha kudlala ikwaito. Hey!
When?
Yes, sis.
So when azange ba plana ka wena majita?
Unganyanyi. Yes, sis. Yeah, no, I mean I was a boss before I became a boss. I was a boss.
Oh, number okay ngamana.
I don't have a number. I don't use that.
I don't number.
Number key.
Key.
Why would? Key. Key number.
Ishokuthenga.
Yabona bonke. Bayitshela njalo lizokushaya. Ta betsa libota. Tla fapansa lelfatsi. Libota litla betsa, you know how you can have millions. Ba o kwebile life sentence ona le nna. Ona le frying pan, ona le cell phone, ona le cell phone ibile tse 3 tse 2 di a cheat engwe e pusha di business tsa di taxi o ntse le mo tronkong o ja KFC o seng o sheba ka Nando's o theosetsa ka chisanyama.
Is that possible?
What? Everything is possible. Nothing is impossible.
No, I thought diabuya.
Wa bona ona le load shedding.
Yeah.
Sibotshwa sa fryer ko sele.
Awuna load shedding go sele.
What? Sibotshwa sa fryer ko sele. Sibotshwa sa baker, se baker kuku ya bakiwa. Ikhekhe la bakiwa etshele.
There's a lot that is happening inside.
There's a lot that is happening.
And I heard that Jub Jub.
Ha! Jub Jub. Nkosi yami, why simthinta kanje? Hey, angimfuni bafethu. Hey, angimfuni.
By the time.
Hey man, Jub Jub, when he was sentenced 25 years with his co-accused to Themba Shabalala. Umshengu mawaba Nkosi yami, amagama enadura bafethu. Bafika labafethu laba bangena, babamnandi njenga yonke prisoner.
So you knew him or is a celebrity when he came?
I know everybody. And everybody knows me. Even when I cannot because Naki in high office. So if you came as a high profile prisoner, I'm told at the office for mang watla, arbatli media mo, arbatli utwa urtwa, urobala fat hana bete seritwa di pampiring in that and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
So hey, make sure that man.
So you got the message from the upper level.
You understand?
Jub Jub is coming.
No, Jub Jub.
Oh, Jub Jub.
Jub Jub, yes, Jub Jub.
As in busy Jub Jub.
No, asma zubando.
Oh, Jub Jub.
No, Jub Jub.
Yeah.
Jub zile.
Yeah.
Wangena nice njenga wonke umntwana. Bamkhalele usindile.
Ufresh.
Hey, ufresh uzomjabula. Abonge mina. Hey, nala khona uyazi. Lamanzi amnandi wazi. So yes. Uzile njengazo zonke iboshwa, whether ungaba uWilliam Mashobane Mbawutha or ungaba ubani or ungaba uRodavan Krecha or ungaba uOka, sesibiza ama-high profile cases, mara uzohamba the same process le mina ngisenteniye engihambile. Uzongena reception, uhlala until late, uyehliswe uye dissection e11 D11, ulala D11, usuke D11 ekseni uye hospital because they have to check you. Were you taking medication outside? Were you what? Are you sick and all that?
Yeah.
And then you come back, bese distributor. If you never at the same time, transfer ihambe now.
Oh.
But if on a party, bazokusa there's A section, there's B section, there's C section, then ban deploy. So but uhambe yonke process umfethu Jub Jub, wayohlala nami futhi eselini. And that
same cell.
Senza okuningi. Ha, Nkosi yami. Yes. Yo, nala khona. Mabhekile uyashuthi hey angabatsheli. Hayi sobatshela. Sizobatshela. Mele bazi ukuthi wena bongaphuza amanzi asejele wena. Mina ngikhona ejele.
Are you serious?
Yabona mele bazi ukuthi wena bongazi ukudla kwasejele mina ngikhona ejele. Until mina ngiphumele ngaphandle bekukhana uqala ukwazi ukudla kwasejele ukuthi kunjani. Bekukhana uqala ukwazi ukuthi amanzi kanjani. Bekukhana uqala ukwazi ukuthi i-cellphone mele uthole umuntu ayifihle or yini. Hayi mina ngikhona bezenzeka zonke uyazi nawe la ukhona.
Are you serious?
La ukhona uyazi mfethu.
But sometimes
asikubizi ngegama uyazi nawe.
Because you're here now. Sometimes unalo ushapela around mfethu.
Ashayele bani?
Njami methwarazi.
Angeke ngishayele.
Why?
That's why I'm ngikhulume too much ngaye.
There's a lot happened.
There's a lot that happened that people shouldn't know now, but they'll know later. There's a time and timing. Kunesikhathi nesikhathi sakhona. Akakabi isikhathi sakhona. That's why always when they say Jub Jub, I say Jub Jub. I don't know Jub Jub. Who's Jub Jub?
Jub Jub.
Mina I know Jub Jub.
So are you not in a good terms now? Because of you guys are out
we'll
now.
We'll never be.
But you've been looking up to him. I mean, after him.
I've been looking up to him I've been looking after him. He was my role model. He grew up in the same location. But phela mina ngihamba phansi yena uhamba TV phansi mina ngihamba phansi.
Oh yeah.
So two way. And then uhlangana nami la hlangana nami khona and then ngamphatha nge-10 star, high 5 star. Ngamphatha nge-10 star. But he gave me a plate. Yeah, wangishaya ngeplate elinye eline yabo. So it's a topic for another day. Maybe part 2 mangibuya ngikwatile manje sokhuluma ngaye manje straight. Simqhaqhazelise sitshela umhlaba ukuthi wena mhlaba niyamazi nangu awuthi mkhumuleni abengqono. Sisimxolele uhamba amacala manje akaqeda amacala ngimfuna free mina akhululekile adle imali. Manje uhamba amacala hayi manje
asimiyekela kanjani.
Akanaka amacala.
Asimiyekela. How did you
nyakuncanya fucked up.
How did you escape prison? Because of Salwa escape a prison.
Yeah.
Salwa succeeded.
No, it was so simple in Petu Bafana because Bafana was number 1 at the referee. He knew how to make keys. He knew how to make he knew like the timing of the prison. So we went to the visit. When we got to the visit, Rakhaula loko nyane that loko ke visit ke mo kenang di parcel teng ra tswa mo pela everywhere mo tswang tlhogo teng the whole body. Yes, so we got out. I was wearing double clothes. So when I came from the sections to the visit, I was wearing other clothes. When I got out, Ransatse. So unluckily, really 7 go visit. 3, it was escape. 4, I eat next. But there is this one, Harfita. I get the class. So
yeah.
So Harfita. This guy had man.
But what man,
but hey man, this guy's man. It's all about sectioning. But I'm a I just am sad. Somebody said, "Pony, sorry, hey! What's in here? Sada mate. Are man, una mantava pumai. By the time Pony sal kuala bat, the Cyril can Cyril Kului. But to Baba Tui, they were not Sabatamu, but I'm a venture raid. So when we got at the gate, that's where all hell broke loose. Because at the gate, they were told, but it's a venture raid. So venture raid, I feel like gating. But a chance. Recupal khutile mrao. I'm still visit bara chance khutela mrao. So rasaba ka spitur chance senzan pero ka khutile mrao.
Yeah.
Otho a tshwarweng. He ya kwena answer soon. Abetsa ma. Abetsa ma. Ka re tsile pension o mongwe ya kwa.
So lo boela mrao.
So no, we got out because it's the gate. Libutsi lona gate, but koloi ka setsu for batho ba maoto. So by the time re mo mathisa wa balea marwar thudi. So ra tswa mongwe ya kwa. Na ba ntshwere ko Potchefstroom ko taxing mo hara taxi ko Potchefstroom tropo.
Same day.
Because you know in rural areas taxi ya emeli or retlale and so on. So like I was unlucky because taxi ne shot about my 5. So because I was supposed to pay for the other seat. I was having money. So I was caught just like that. Then came back. So it was
it's another charge again.
Another charge.
Oh.
So it was a big issue, risky as a tronco resinkile guy because I want to be. Imagine but there are cops, there are gates, there's dogs, there's guns. So but guy. So now we're attending an escape case.
Yeah.
But now you must know the judge arfitla first appearance. But really but ne batlo re visit.
Yeah.
Re ba really 3 but go dokung. Re 9. 6 people were coming to visit the 3 people.
Yeah.
The 3 people escaped. So So now the magistrate was confused how to sentence us because first appearance, Rona really 3, really rapidly guilty. Khorba khono tloela the 6 guys. So magistrate are Baki ba fa di 2000 bail 2000 lona go tlelang ka mohara. I want to know this case. I'm the first person in South Africa to some magistrate, senior prosecutor, le di lawyer tsa rona re tronkong gore ba ile bona gore ha re visitwa re tloa kae re ya kae, what's the procedure and all that, because magistrate he was so confused gore
maybe
like everyone is here but ba tshwara motho ba khinya motho ba saga ba tswile like how the cop who was working in the visit area was sentenced to 7 years
because of you.
Yes,
they thought unali
no runa re mokentse case akere no arsabatlo vaka ra bona fela ra vai re dumela case mar all re mo fletchelet all remove le chelete ke ana aram rf re feel key because there's a more to be thing re singa ka ski re feel key. And he had a case, I think, Yamatekwane suspension by then a couple of years ago. So, Yamulinka Barai, 7.
So, meaning, le baishe diman asa iraneng.
I can't. It's as good as saying, I can't.
Are you polite?
Yes, I'm so sorry for that because,
but now you're out.
It is what it is.
2015,
ke tswile 2015, but ba bangata ba nna no re ke tloka ditori tse ke go tronkong eng ke tswile 2015 and I've never committed any crime.
Ever
I've
since.
never been engaged in any activity that is unlawful, and I'm always encouraging Hore. It's not a time.
Yeah.
The time is over. Apartheid is gone. I get mabur.
O se feel how long?
Ke dutse 7 years trial, and then I stayed 18 years. Not 18 years, but I was sentenced 18 years. So half of the 18 years.
Oh.
Yes, so plus that's
When
7
I
years trial.
was you know, jail in and out.
I wouldn't say I know Tronco in and out, because even the warders don't know Tronco in and out.
Man, tell me, try.
But what I would say is
Yeah.
I had the privilege to work at the highest office in prison, where everything is run in that office. So,
You have power. You have power that day.
I had all the power. Like Kisaru dual drive. So Negibona Rom Chino Ufotocopa so like office Nekberkayona in it had 22 warders. But those 22 warders, Babangba escort, but they talk in the Abatlok about Kena singing. Kenak by the tank take off, so 22. I knew her owner Roybos and so owner green tea or owner the pills HIV, owner the high blood, or pertaining, or so like I would operate. Libona Aba Cheville ko Haiba or Ramamel. Nebalun Jezabara, Haller Pantita, Gelbonaba Pantita, Peloscaliban. Yeah, their lives are there. And they are the most corrupt. Ofita.
Babalenka Madibosh.
So,
how do I need? Obviously, you never know the day that you're gonna go inside. How do you survive when you're there? What do you need to do?
Hey! Yes, Nyakuboy, Laleland. In prison, everything is possible. Ukakena nevotswe. Ukakena ukatsohlanya. Ukakena watsona le lihlo le 1 ukene ka 2.
Yeah.
Ukakena uli tsona le nna o sna stuka o sna ne so watsona le dituka se ba o jotsa gore general o eng o kene ba rona le ba fuenu. There's one part that I don't like,
Which is what?
I don't like entertaining the part ya gore di gangster ing. I'm not a gangster, so I'm not gonna talk about gangsters.
Oh yeah. So you don't have number.
I don't even
Number
like nomoro ka ki because le na una le nomoro why is nomoro again?
Yeah.
I should
But you know what? I'm glad that you're out and you have changed. Once you have changed from stealing cars, now you are in music. There's a song now that is out. Yeah, Monday Boys Holiday.
No yabona namhlanje
Yeah.
sisedropeni mara Monday Boys Holiday. Tuesday it's not compulsory. Wednesday dropeni, Thursday dropeni, Friday dropeni, Saturday dropeni. Ya Sunday bekwenzakalani? Ayibesitshontsha siphinda kanje. Ngoba belombe basuke badake besimosha. But now it's done. It's Faka 2 every night. You know why it's Faka 2 every night?
Yeah.
We need to give back to the community.
Ufaka 2 man.
So Faka 2 every night. Ngifuna anyone ngoba ngihamba ikolo, I need to build up abantwana abangakhona ukubathengela icathule makubo, abangakhona ukubathengela amabhruko or anything. Anybody and anyone and everywhere othanda ukusupporta le initiative engiyenzayo lokuhamba ikolo sikhulisa abanye abantwana. Thina we never had the privilege yokuthi sithole abantu abasitshelayo gore wena tloela crime ha ibereke.
Yeah.
Wena tloela go cheata o tla lwala.
Yeah.
Mamela batswadi ba hao, you'll grow older in life, you'll be prosperous, you'll be like this and like that. So we never had those people. So now the children of now are so fortunate that rona batho ba tsebang mollo go rutshisa jwang a re batle ba lotswa mollo lo rutshisa jwang.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine the beds are 48 in a cell, you are 110 in the cell. who sleeps in the bed phela go seleng o ka kena no wa dula 10 years o sa ithole bed e se gore ba o qhakela no mo lining mare wa tsala gore I fitli line ro no thole bed o thola somebody na le 15 years go seleng a so ro ba le betheng
Oh.
Unsa tla phela o starta go shower o tle toilet o tle ka patches o ntse o ka tla wa ya ko ntle o so thole bete it's overcrowded.
Come on, but if you're lucky like or come on,
No, Jub Jub,
Jub
you buy.
Oh.
Better get 1,000 rand, better get 500 rand.
Once
off and because it happens I'm in a bed.
Yeah.
When now I can
Yeah.
and then how can I get lining?
Yeah.
Then ureka better konna. How reka better konna? Now I go to your position.
Go fast.
And then the following day, who cannot transfer? Yam pizza na. I beat in nakre killing bet. I beat wena munga bet.
Yeah.
Hatama munga bet. When I was on a bet, you have to go back to your position or either mutoto kenang mole hap or patale hape.
Oh.
So it's costly. What I can tell you, if you wanna live the life.
Yeah.
In other words, you have to have money, but still.
I don't get it.
Libota. Kabali 10 billion, man. I'll bet, man. Because
you're just here.
You're just here. Okay, bulela movie how nice we shovel. And then yalla phone. But you get frustrated. Unora tangwana how
and
you knew hore habarwa kula like unoka shekal fat or fall. So now you're here. There's a stepfather there who's gonna take care of your child. And he's not gonna take care of your child 100%.
Like you do.
And then what's it's Saturday. Tamile re konka lingwanaka. Haril kante re konka. Makubenjalo re kai. And then now it's Saturday. Bao pesuka go visit. Bao fadi kroza tekana. Aba ufa nice. Marhatu amtole. What's about kokole yunalimang.
La par.
Oh, it's a little paralleling. It is fair. The little type of village. And loja shelter how it takes. Maloli tekela di take ka shelter how. Ukasi dule why sorry. Faga go video call. Yeah. Ale na uswati ne.
We're gonna talk about this song how Monday. Boys holiday. I want to know who you working with, Kibomang, and then what. But before that, I heard that there is a song that Pori and Jupi stole the song. Which one is that one? Is this one? There's a song apparently that Maphorisa stole the song. I don't know if you know about that. Because Mabari, you know.
Mabari Asinya because Mabari actually, I won't comment on that too much.
Yeah.
Because I don't have clarity.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, because I don't even want to know.
But is there any song that...
But I heard Bari. I don't know Maphorisa and I don't know who's this dude.
Yeah.
They did my song. I don't know what about that.
Yeah, Monday.
Because definitely Monday, it's a boys' holiday. I'm the boys' holiday. I'm the Tuesday is not compulsory. I'm the one who's going to town on Wednesday. I'm the one who's going to town on Thursday. I'm the one who's going to town on Friday.
Released it.
So if they stole it or they did it, I actually would lose. Mara, what I would say, in everything, everywhere in this world, you pay. If you want to drink water, you pay. If you want to be under this roof, you must pay rent.
Yeah.
How Uja, you must go pay the toilet. How Nomad, you must go pee. So you pay in everything.
Yeah.
So they might not, we might not be in a fight.
Yeah.
I might not argue that. And you don't want to
know about that?
I don't want to know.
Monday, boys holiday.
But there's a payback in everything. I don't know how. Nagarapel. And always mdimu akana He does miraculous things.
Maybe sometimes your manager, you have a manager.
Yes.
He can go find out what is happening.
No, if he wants to.
But
not me. I don't even care. Whether they're making money about my name, I don't even care. But somebody's going to pay. At the end of the day, somebody must pay. Hence, I'm saying if you eat, you must go to the toilet.
You pay.
Yes.
I get you there. There's an act or a movie or a soap or something that you're acting. You're an actor. You're a motivational speaker. You are what?
I'm a track racer.
Track racer. You can spin the car as well.
Abaso in South Africa, relax.
Tell me about the
currently manje ngusitha isitha the enemy ETV channel 194 9:30 to 10 o'clock Monday to Friday.
Oh yeah.
Character name yam lapha ugazi ke bodyguard ya Rips.
Oh
yeah, ba bangata ba ntse ba nthiba mo tseleng ba re ke ba etsang ba so khulu and so on and so forth. Yes, kumnandi TV yadlala tune in streamani nibhekene ugazi.
And you didn't do acting goskolo because of
I once had the advert Yama Kellogg's. I think it was 1989.
Oh, when I was born, yeah.
Okay.
When I was born, yeah.
And then I think before I left school in 1990, we did advert in a spray.
Oh, you've been doing this. How to me know?
So this has been in the bloodstream.
Yeah.
So ntoya ulatela.
What next? We are going now. After
now,
do you go to auditions or what?
I'm the audition. I don't have to go to auditions. I'm the audition. I don't have to read the script. I'm the script.
Yeah, man, I hear you.
I don't have to be directed. I'm the director.
When is the documentary coming? Hey, guys, bar tagator again. What's happening?
Yeah, no, but Kali, let's come from a so to say understand. All angles, no, we understand. We understand. Don't mind them. But they won't pass.
I think people need to know a life about you, documentary.
Yes, now
your life actually, because of this podcast, we have limited time. I've never done an interview with more than 1 hour 30 minutes, except Chairman Archer. Only one.
Okay.
So I understand with this limited time. That's why Kiaukata, when are you bringing documentary about your life?
No, documentary is on its way. People must expect the best of AKA Tra who promise waganen esontweni makathanda zabantu kaSim umzitha kamjida uzano kanokhakha uzalo kanojiji amazaf time lifetime kanokhakha ngekubuye ngoba ungekuye mawuyile uzotholani futhi uzoyenzani yazi kwenzakalana sinomabano yayo abuye Nkosi yami my lord ngibonga umdali ngibonga konke angenzela kona okuhle nokubi empilweni yami ke libuya abatswadi baka ba kgodisitseng habhloko not being rich but affording life.
Yeah.
And then bazama hore ba mphaphatse re khutla ke sa khutle and then there's this granny examination all along ke na kgodisitseng ke na mpotsitseng ke na le supportive not in crime, not financially but in life. Ke bile motho ke leng yena today because of that granny.
Shout out, man. She's still alive?
Yes, no, she's not.
Rest in peace.
She's not, but she's the best granny. Una rata ka ofela mo family.
Yeah.
Ha o fitla kopa 5 bob. Are ke nka kaya ke bereke. Mara o fitla wa nka a le ka tsukiri. Are waitse re shi o fetsong la ka 5 bob na ke bereke le na tlo batla tsukiri o. Ha o fitla o la re renta ya patala. Are ke bereka kae? A company ka ba a o. Everybody na mofa. And I think the whole family lost.
That's why you're here now. Fella, you are, I can see again, this guy is getting bookings, guys. And Facebook, social media account, who's controlling them? Are we speaking to you direct or someone who's...
No.
Come on.
But at times, I engage.
Oh.
But you know, as being busy, you can't be always on that because there are some people who talk just 2 cents. There are people who talk dollars. There are people who talk rands. There are people who talk pounds.
Yeah.
Then there are people who talk nonsense at all. So I don't have to engage in such because hence I say there's a payment at the end of the day. In everything, whether it's talk, whether it's doing or anything, there's a payment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if o tla negative re mtho a sa tlo bolela eng a tsebo driver no ke a we nna ke a tsebo driver and I don't have to prove it to you mtho a khona uja pizza no ngiyatsiba nna ke akena ko T-Pointers uyazi ukuthi mawazi ukuthi Nkosi yami uyakwazi ukwenza uyakwazi ukudla wamele uphikisana nabantu abathi akwazi ukudla bathi akwazi ukuhlafuna wena uyazi unamazinya ahlafuna so wamele lokuba ngumsindo.
Yes, don't make it too much, guys. Yeah, siyenza so now I do as I like. And before tota mine, go stop it. 325. Kushe. Rata dikar jo. Rata dikar. I feel like there must be a song or something, an advert that you need to do about this 325 BMW.
You know, in life, everywhere there's gatekeepers.
Yeah.
I'm smiling, but not smiling. There's gatekeepers in everywhere, whereby people are told to open for who and to close for who. So people, I think everyone unahana gore tlamile nkabe sekile adverting ya BMW or nahana or BMW should have done this for me and for that and for that. Yes, I've marketed BMW in a short space of time. Hence on new from the box 1991 92 it was 150,000 new from the box 2023 after nakbuile gayon it's 1 million.
Come on, you never got any offer or any sponsor from them?
The gatekeepers dilikai
no block
well baga blocka baga etsa I know never look
go we retela mafello you know what. Now we know that you're selling it, and some barata 325 because of you.
Yes. Ebile Babang batwela di Mercedes, batwela di Golf. Everybody wants this Bavarian Motor Works. Baba, hey, Mamela. I'm gonna say this. Do you know there's this lady who's called Mam Kiz?
The millionaire.
I think the billionaire, even not a millionaire.
Oh yeah.
Utsamelelo reka.
325.
325 IS silver gray. Aw suka Nkosi yami. Aw. Hey, ukuluvala bokuluvakazi. Ibhalo elipapa phansi. Asuka ikhumsha lamakhumsha. Ulithengile, yazi mangalithenga mangalishathini. Ataye. Ay, ozalifaka ku TikTok walifaka emavoice wami. Yazi why? Bekafuna ukuzwa lo bomnandi bengibuzwa. Kuthi bengizwana. Abanye bathi shy, abanye bathi thulise. Abanye ngithi indaba zila. Nkosi yami.
Yeah.
Ungawa driver wonke ama-Bavarian Motor Works wonke akhona but manga ka drive 325 IS awakazuba ubunandi BMW must bring back that car. Bring back that car. There's no car ka BMW edlula le. Yes, zikhona ziyayenza imihlolo zinama airbags nani. Bring BMW, I'm asking you, bring back the 325 IS Evolution 2. Yes.
Same model.
Same thing. Angathinta nje mhlawumbe ama airbag nanani. Mara yekele la moto nje binjani. Yazi le moto ngapaka iBugatti, kupake iPanorama, kupake ini. Mara la moto mayivela, it catches your eye.
Yeah.
Ingayenzi next, even ipaka. Bone bonke bamamela.
325.
Bavarian Motor Works.
My brother, you know what? I don't wanna that means let's not talk more because of I believe that you're still gonna come back.
And I wish
next time I'm coming to you. Again.
Yes, and that's my wish. That's my wish.
Thank you so much. Let me take your power.
That's my wish.
I'm taking your power, man.
That's my wish.
With no keys. You're going to open my car now.
I wish I had my key. Because there is a key.
There is a key.
There is a master key.
Oh.
Yes, there is a master key.
So will I kill or you still have it?
No, I don't have it because I no longer use it. But if bare yanyakeha babatlo re babone ankalwezi because it's in my blood.
Let's do this, man. Whatever that we are signing, man. We're signing here on the cameras. Whatever that we do here, we agree that we do this voluntarily. So I can't force like a motor one force.
Yes.
And we do it got the love of entertainment, got the love of people, or someone can change out there. And even after 10 years, maybe a clip eating ukana cry you baizisha wa Richie, please remove that. We not as a Beehive podcast gonna remove that. Do we agree on that?
No, I agree. Everything that I've just said, it's true, and it's like that. It's raw.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's toast.
Thank you, the brother.
Let's toast.
Thank you, the brother.
One more time.
Thank you, the brother.
So when can you get your music? Because of course we all want to download your music.
325IS. It got out on the 1st of September. Multi Trout 325IS lapha ku Spotify uhlangana nayo. And then in Monday was holiday, Tuesday is not compulsory, Wednesday set open, Thursday set open, Friday set open, Saturday set open, Sunday kuba samele ngibatakiwe siyamosha. I've done that song, the Ice Peace Slides, no Spuma Leather, izophuma December, nge-25, and nge-25, 26, 27, it's got December. Phumeni into la background in. Nge-concert engiyenzayo. Uzani nonke nizobona utrack ukuthi wenzani namanye ama-artists. I'm uplifting all the newcomers, even the smallest of them, whether you can sing, whether you can DJ, and Petabo Soulfik, ngiphethe abo King Jazz, ngiphethe abo TPZ, ngiphethe abo John Vuligate. I've got all of them. Need to let them come. Let us give back to the community by doing what? Uplifting everyone. Simnikeze platform. Wonke umuntu uzo-DJ, wonke umuntu uzocula, asinikeze into yakhe.
I'm coming. Richie B is coming, confirmed, here live. So, ladies and gents, thank you so much one more time for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been somewhere else, Ujamara, or doing something, but you chose to be here with me and Tra. Thank you so much, ladies and gents. Kalabi jo Richie B, mshimona mtendeka siyema almost olwana kamala. Babanzo mbareke na Mr. Thank you, my baby. Thank you, my hosh.
Hey! Hey!